Journey of self-understanding. We are now in part 3. I'm caught in my feelings. I am caught in my feelings. Clear feeling, clarissensience. From the mind to the body. Episode 2 stayed in your head. We talked about how you argue with yourself, how you look around for confirmation, how you start second guessing something that already made sense. That whole lane was mental. It was about what you think and how you process thoughts. Now we're shifting because everybody doesn't start in their head. Some of you start in your body. Before you can explain what's happening, something inside of you tightens up. Before you can form the word, you already feel the answer. Somebody is talking, and then your chest gets real tight. You walk into a space, and your stomach drops a little. Nobody said anything yet, but something in you already reacted. And for a long time, you probably brushed that off. You told yourself that you were imagining it for you to calm down. Wait until you had proof, but your body was picking up information the whole time. This lane doesn't wait for logic. It doesn't need a breakdown. It moves through physical cues first. Small changes. Sometimes you get quick responses internally. Sometimes you get a pull or a resistance that shows up before your thoughts catch up. That's awareness. And if you grew up in areas where emotions were dismissed or minimized, you may have learned to silence that part of yourself. And you may have gotten good at ignoring what you felt just to keep things even. You may have convinced yourself that unless you could explain it perfectly, it didn't count, but it counted. Tonight, it isn't about your thoughts. We already handled that. This one is about what happens in your body first and what you decide to do with it. Do you trust it? Do you dismiss it? Do you let it run you? Or do you learn how to stand in it without being controlled by it? When your body speaks first, you have to learn how to stay grounded in it instead of shutting it down. And that's where we're headed now. I want you to keep in mind when we were in our last episode, remember I said you stayed in your head. You dealt with the mental patterns, you second guessing, and all of that internal back and forth and back and forth. Because that was all about thought. Some of you don't start with thinking, you start with a reaction. Not something that is all out there, all announcing itself and all of that jazz, right? Nothing attention seeking, just something immediate. Somebody starts talking and something in you, like I said, gets real, like intense, but you're feeling it in your body. Nobody has to explain anything to you. Nobody. Because your body already picked it up. And if you're being honest, you've probably been like that for a long time. You sense the tones that change fast, and you catch emotional undercurrents before they become obvious. You could tell whether somebody's words don't match what they're holding on to. It's very quick, it's automatic. You don't sit there trying to figure it out. It just automatically lands. But here's the part that matters. If this is your lane, you'll likely spent years trying to get around things based upon how they felt. You learn how to move depending on the temperature of where you are at. You learn when to speak, when to stay quiet, when to brace yourself, and when to relax. Your body was always on alert, and that shapes a person. Tonight, like I said, isn't about me redefining what clear feeling is. You already know what it feels like. This is more about what that awareness has done to you, how it trained you, how it may have turned into something bigger than it needed to be. There's a difference between sensing emotion and taking it on. If you don't separate those two, you'll end up reacting to things that were never yours in the first place. And that's where we're going. Welcome to Blended Healing. Thank you for showing up. I know it's later than usual, but you know, life be life. And like I said, I'm committed for doing this because each night I give you homework to carry you into the following day. All right? So I'm committed, and I hope you are too. For those of you who catch the replay, it's just as good as being here when I'm talking about it. Just as long as you're committed to yourself. This is our third journey together, and we're traveling it together. This one is a teachable moment. Ashe? All right. I'll be right back after this. Welcome back. That's just a snippet of what we're going to be going over tonight. Now that we talked about, I'm caught in my feelings, the first distortion that you're going to have is taking on what was never yours. So let's cut right straight to it. The issue in this lane isn't that you feel deeply. It's what you start claiming emotional weight that didn't originate with you. You can be good, centered, clear. Then you interact with somebody who's irritated, frustrated, or has a lot of pressure on them. And now your internal state changes. Nothing in your personal situation changed. Nothing in your life flipped. Yet something inside of you moved. And instead of recognizing that you picked that up on somebody else's state, you assumed that it belonged to you. And that's the mixed up. You see, clear feelings, those types or you are quick to detect undercurrents. You don't need an explanation or a confession. You read it instantly. And somewhere along the way, your detecting turned into identifying. Identifying turned into internalizing. Now, somebody else's frustration, right? It feels like your problem. Somebody else's mood affects how you speak. Somebody else's silence makes you question yourself. And that pattern starts to build slowly. And if no one ever showed you how to separate observation from ownership, you're going to grow up believing that every emotional reaction inside of you is yours for you to figure out. So you start changing your behavior into response to what other people are going through. You lower your tone and you hold back your thoughts and you step lighter because you're trying to prevent escalation before it even starts. But over time, that becomes automatic. You become the buffer, the one that's in there trying to smooth everything out for everybody, and the one who absorbs impact so other people don't have to feel it as strongly. But you know what the reality of that is? Noticing emotion does not equal responsibility. And that does not mean it's yours to resolve. It ain't got nothing to do with you. If you're recognizing sadness, right, and it does not require you to internalize it, when that boundary is blurred, you start responding to all the undercurrents that are going on with other people that would just simply passing through, and you take that on. So say for instance, let's break it down like this. Somebody walks by you, right? You're in a space with them and they got some real bad anger issues. All of a sudden you're angry for no reason, but they done tipped off. But you're still left with the emotion because you wasn't trained how to have Teflon to get that off of you. You feel me? And that takes practice to be able to shut it off like an off and on switch. And that's what happens when the boundaries blur. And then you start responding to the currents that are around you as they pass through or by you. And that's where overload begins. The correction isn't to shut down your sensitivity, it's to recognize that awareness does not equal assignment. What you talking about, Blended? What I'm telling you is just because it's them does not mean that it belongs to you. You got to learn how to. I didn't say to turn off your sensitivity because you need that to navigate. But what you can do is turn off and on the switch of absorbing. Turn it off. You have the power to do that. I had to learn how to do that. So if I can learn how to do that, I know you can learn how to do that. I've had people around me who have absorbed and got caught up in feelings of other people to the point that they couldn't even function. They have and I just say, stop. Go take a break and walk away. You can listen. You can feel, but you don't have to take it on. And you are in total control of that. You're not responsible for other people's feelings. And you can acknowledge what's present without claiming it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And that's where this lane shifts from draining to being powerful. The ability to switch and flip that switch. All right? All right. This is a quick hit tonight. I'm not keeping you long. I know people are out there in them streets, and cloud cars are literally in different locations on the board. Like I told you, I made a commitment, and I'm going to stick to my commitment in spite of what's going on in my life. The second distortion is confusing empathy with responsibility. Because you can feel it, you think that you have to fix it. Somebody's upset, and your system lights up like bling, 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 bling. I'm online. Who, where, what? What's going on? Who, what? Automatically. And you didn't even cause it, but because you sense it, instead of just recognizing it and let it pass, you want to soften your voice and shift your energy to try to help things out. And over time, that becomes automatic for you, and you start believing it's your role to fix and regulate the room. Okay, this one's feeling that one's feeling this one's feeling that. How am I going to manage all of these energies? It's not your place. Because if you said that out loud to me, I'd be like, what you talking about? Calm down. Flip the switch, turn them off. It's not your job. It's not. Empathy, on the other hand, does not equal responsibility. You're allowed to sense something without solving it. You are allowed to recognize discomfort without absorbing it. When this lane matures and you care without falling all apart into other people's state of mind or whatever's going on in their situationships, then you'll be all right. The third distortion that you have is living in a constant state of alert. Red alert, red alert, red. Wait a minute. Do I have a sound effect for that? Red alert, red alert, red alert, red alert, red alert, red alert. No, stop, pause, don't do it. Get out of there. Save yourself. Stop it. Clear feeling people like you often live on the edge slightly. You're not exactly anxious, but you're aware. You're always inside. You have a built-in mechanism that is always scanning like a scanner, picking up energy, picking up energy, picking up energy. Always checking the temperature. Is everything cool over here? Oh, shit is red hot over there. Man, some shit is about to pop off, and I feel it all. Always trying to check, like, how is the, there's a song called The Shift in the Atmosphere. Look it up. And that's what it's like. That constant monitoring is going to wear your ass out. And if you don't consciously turn it down, your nervous system never fully rests. You stay in that readiness. You anticipate all the changes before they happen. And while that makes you perceptive, it can also make you tired as hell. The work here isn't to shut your sensitivity off, like I said before, but you have to learn how to manage it. You don't need to be tuned in at full volume all the time. Awareness is powerful. Sometimes you're too hyper-vigilant. That's big girl words. Hyper-vigilant. is exhausting. Means that you're hyper vigilant, means that you're always on go, always on go, always on go. Super on go. And that shit is exhausting. And there's a difference. You can be empathetic, but you don't have to be in a constant state of alert at all times. All right? All right. I'll be right after this short break. And then when we're going to come back, we're going to wrap this up and then we out of here. I'm going to give you your assignment for tomorrow. For tomorrow. Ashe? All right.
All hands, all eyes, move aside. Queen in motion, change the tide. Queen coming through, take note. Not asking, not explaining, I arrive, y'all adjusting. I don't knock, I don't beg, I don't linger. Room shift soon as I lift one finger. You been loud, but your power borrowed. I've been quiet, stacking crowns for tomorrow. Queen coming through, watch the flow bend. Every step precise, every look at you.
I feel like a queen right now.
You already are. Now you just wearing the crown.
Thank you. I love it.
Ready to show it off?
Let's go.
I move smooth, never rush, never rush. Every step got intent and trust. If you reaching for control again, that's the moment you already lost in love. Funny how the air get tense when I enter, truths get dense. Queen coming through, can't ignore. I don't flex, I exist on court. All hands, all eyes, clear the lane. Crown don't wobble, pressure stay. I don't chase, I don't prove. I step in the world, rearrange. Queen coming through, eyes on me. Silk ambition, still dick free. You can stare, you can guess, but the throne already know it's me. You like puppets pulling strings, I like freedom, sovereign things. You spiral when you ain't lit, funny watching power cling. Queen coming through, don't get it twisted. By the time you blink, the rules been shifted. I don't raise my voice to win, I lower it, that's discipline. You confuse attention with respect, that's where your whole collects begin. Yeah. You feel small when I stand tall, that ain't my fault, that's your wall. Queen coming through, don't forget I expand and let it fall. All hands, all eyes, make it known. I don't borrow, I don't lie, on the tone. I don't fight for empty seats, I sit back and inherit thrones.
Welcome back. Make sure that you share, like, and subscribe to all of the content creators underneath the umbrella of the COC. It's a movement, collaboration over competition, sending prayers up. If you know, you know. Anyway, all caught up in my feelings, all caught up. But you know what? Power without overload is what you're trying to achieve. Clear feeling is not a weakness. It's not being extra. It's perception through the body. It's emotional intelligence without needing a manual. Let me look it up on page 95743. You don't need that. But just like every lane, it requires you to have discipline. And the goal isn't to stop feeling. The goal is to stop carrying what isn't yours. To stop fixing what you didn't break. And to stop living in constant alert. And when this lane is balanced, for those of you who have this clairsentience gift, you move through spaces with awareness, but not holding on all of that luggage. You sense the changes without internalizing them. And then you recognize emotion without drowning in it. You remain yourself. And that's the power. Ashe? All right. Let me share with you your assignment. I will read it. I will play the recap of today, and you'll be able to see it visually. Red ball it back. Take a picture of it so you know exactly what your assignment is when you wake up tomorrow morning. All right? All right, hold on. Okay, so your assignment for day number 3, which starts tomorrow, the assignment starts tomorrow, is to trust or override. What you're going to do tomorrow is notice when you act on it and notice when you ignore it. I'm talking about your feelings, the feelings that you get. All right? Notice when you act on them and notice when you ignore them. And at the end of the day, write this. I trusted it when blank, and I overrode it when in blank. So then you finish those sentences up. All right? I'm sorry for the lively house. My grandchildren are here. Yeah. So anyway, do that. I'm going to run this one more time. Thank you very much for coming through. I appreciate each and every one of you. I will see you sometime tomorrow. Don't forget that Mouthpiece is going live tomorrow afternoon. Make sure, because it's always a good time over at Mouthpiece, make sure that you come through and support, all right? Be well, stay safe. Ashe and deep bow to each and every one of you, and I shall see you all very soon.
Gentle star body, but
it's a secret. Coming soon. Stay tuned.
every drop, every sin.
We are creating something wonderful. Stay tuned. It's a secret.
Every night, every wave, your spirit rises.
Where the love at? I see black hatred. Come on, bruh. Why come y'all still be on that fake shit? Come on, bruh. How you black hating on blacks? That shit racist. Come on, bruh. If they don't give it back to us, then should we just take it? Come on, brother. Where the love at? I see black hatred. Come on, bruh. Why come y'all still be on that fake shit? Come on, bruh. How you black hating on blacks? That shit racist. Come on, crazy. If they don't give it back to us, then should we just take it? Come on, brother. Brother. Come on, brother. Go. Yeah, each one and teach one. Come on, brother. Go. Brother, you tired of seeing people suffer, my brother. Go, brother. Hey, come on, still in that emergency state. Go red at the date. If we don't get our act right, it just might be too late. no longer the wait. It's about time we elevate. I know you love to talk down and debate, but how we gon' find a way to keep the kids from getting hit by bullets dead straight on the switch of a gun that didn't fucked up the aim? Don't trip, I'm still pulling up on Saturday at 2 or even 2:30. Big mouthpiece back to clear up your vision, cause I know it's been getting blurry. They say that boy funny and he's strictly good vibes only. COC money land and this G is still a homies. Don't forget every other mental health money to come pull up on me. At about 2:45 we can't go live like it's us only. Surely but surely, old boy said he my dog, but this I heard he been hating on me. Hey, hold up, homie, come on, brother. Where the love at? I see black hatred. Come on, my sister, don't you know you are destined for greatness? Come on, sister, I put big brother mouthpiece in your playlist. Come on, sister, sleep with your twin husband, see that's tasteless. Come on, sister, where the love at? I see black hatred.